And welcome back. This is Kotow for Rights Events. This time we have the second round for HRE, Historical Rules event. This will be the last battle for the weekend. We have Nicodemus Hill, which is a skirmish map off of Antietam. It is one of the best arty maps I've found. So, imagine we'll be seeing a lot of good splashes. Server pop right now is 277. We got 138 for the CSA and 139 for the Union. Union is attacking. Let's take a look at the CSA team first. So as expected, they got a lot of arty. Looks like we got AB has a crew. And we have HD under First Lieutenant Nick. Then we have JB with 2 guns. And looks like JB is getting commanded by Corporal Spacetime. Let's take a look at their infantry. They have on their team 2 corps under Zeo Panama. They actually have 2 elements of 2 corps. The second element is by Captain Thurgon. And we also have LFL under Colonel Famas. We have JB under Captain Schumacher. HD under Captain Kredath. A and B under Colonel Killer. DB under First Lieutenant Denissimo. AB under Captain Chauvel. 13 Georgia under Chieftain the roll though. And I believe that is it. Missed you, I do apologize. Now on the Union side, let's take a look at this arty position first. So they got 2 gunners in this position. Yeah, 10th US has 2 guns, and it looks like 2nd Lieutenant Loeb is going to command these 2 guns. Guns on this side, looks like we have 2 guns. 4th New Jersey has 2 crews, and looks like 13th Georgia guy's going to help them. And Lieutenant Griff is going to command it. Let's take a look at their infantry. They have, let's see, 6 Alabama under Major Jackin, 2 USC under First Lieutenant Sluggy, 8 Georgia under Colonel Knight, 4th New Jersey under Lieutenant Fatty, 9th Corps under Captain Holikite. Major Canada is commanding 20th Georgia.
Gross.
Then we got the full NYB, 6 New York under Lieutenant Parker, and 88th under Lieutenant Phipp. And then we have, last but not least, we got 1st USS Sharpshooters under Captain John Brown, and he is going to be joined by Tar Gray and his guys. And that is everyone, and we are live. So reminder for the HRE, there is no bayonets and no sprinting. Except on this map isn't accepted. I'm sorry, I forgot that. So no bayonets until 30, but you can sprint on this map. Alright, so it looks like the CSA is going to bring all their men up to their right side and defend from there. See how the Union decides they want to do this attack. It looks like they're sending everyone to their right, so looks like both teams are into the right side. So this will be interesting. Looks like we'll have some long-range shooting to begin with. CSA does have a cav element. They do have carbines, but there's no... well, they do have carbines, I'll leave it at that. Let's see how it sets up. So far, they're just all going straight in. Trying to get past this linear danger area. That already is going to be peppering this field, so just trying to get across it as soon as they can. The whole CS team in the right ball here on this side. So the Union is going to continue moving up this the right side of the field. Try to use these houses as cover. Both the incoming fire from the CSA with their rifles as well as from the arty overlooking it. See, now we got an initial line coming down here by Sluggy. Got a skirmish line. He's also going to be screening the rest of the unit as they move forward. It's a Sluggy, so... Oh, it is Sluggy, so I know Sluggy knows what a screen line is. He knows how to use it. Look at that. Base of fire. Screening the movement. Don't tell me you don't do it to USC. I know you do. Alright, so we got some initial contact here. 6 Alabama is now facing off against AB. Along with 2 Corps. It's going to try to contest this side here. That fence got blown to hell by an arty shot. Alright, so 2 Corps punched a little bit, was able to force back this Union element that was up there. But they have taken some pretty heavy losses, so they are going to fall back a bit. The arty is now concentrating all fire here on the Union on this side. So an interesting turn of events here. Could be an interesting map to cover. Got 9th Corps here is going to try to get some shots on the arty. Take a couple of them out. Come out there, pick a couple off, fall back in. Nice move there by 9th Corps.
I was having to peek out the side, but unless we want to shoot it. Artillery at the hill. Ready.
Treat the fire, don't get past your best. 2 ranks, and 2 loads, 2 loads.
So the Union's trying to do the best they can using this cover, but they are vulnerable, this arty. But between the counter battery and the sniping going on here by these Union elements, doing a decent job of suppressing them. And as you can see, the tickets have actually gone down quite significantly. So CSA at 35 is about 2/3 of the way down to Gage. So I don't think this is a bad strategy by Union at the moment. Alright, so it looks like CSA is now starting to redeploy at least some of their units. Here comes 2 Corps, along with HD. Now moving up to give some covering fire to their arty. Not easy shots though. You can see how much fire they're taking.
You hit the left side of the house.
Now they got some units coming up to help give them some covering fire, so this may make the job for the arty a little bit easier. 2 Corps coming up behind as well, using the hill as cover, not exposing themselves unnecessarily. See how the shots look from this opposite side of the hill. So these guys are also using the hill very well to their cover.
They can still see you. Go behind the definitely southeast.
You go, Killer, giving that thing. If they could see you, they could shoot you. So looks like most of the CS, they still got 2 elements here. DB and LFL are still guarding this corner. They are concerned about the Union coming through the woods. And they see this as the decisive point, so they are going to maintain that coverage. But now they have rotated up this DB to provide cover on this flank here. Be some pop volleys. So they lost 2 guys in that little pop volley. CSA is now starting to maneuver and trying to get around the flank here. Okay. I might have lost it there for a second. Peter does not like all these arty shots coming in. Here we got Knight watching this corner, and he seems to be the main target right now for the CSA. He is taking a lot of fire.
They're trying to get an angle on us.
Now the CSA is starting to move up on him. Colonel Knight, hold it. Nardi is doing a good job of suppressing. Colonel Knight is pretty much boxed in. 2 Corps has now maneuvered down here in this position. Now, does he go for this side? Does he try to deal with Knight to make sure his flank is secure? So he doesn't have to do it by himself. You got several other CSA units starting to flood in this angle here. So now the CSA is starting to react. And Knight is in trouble. That will be it for Knights, and now Union flank is now exposed. You have the 1st U.S. doing some sharpshooting. That'll slow them down. It won't stop them, though. CSA still leaving a good amount of combat power back here doing this distance shooting, so the Union may be able to win on weight of numbers. At the very least now, this flank has been secured by the CSA. They have improved their situation by a good amount. They still have some trouble they got to get out of. See more CSA flooding down the flank.
Recover. Wait.
Southwest, Rambo. What is it?
Alright, so now the arty is starting to have some more effects, and you've seen several of the Union elements have had to move off. They have moved off just in time. This cannon is going to try to intercept this force that's moving up on him. Make sure that the flank is secure. It was 2 Corps. Union capped. Why did the Union cap? Alright, so it looks like 2 USC went ahead and capped. I guess they're going to try to draw out the CSA right now. While they're doing that, we got a charge going on. Canada is continuing to push forward and trying to reestablish control of this flank here. He's running into HD. We'll see if he has enough to do it. But first USS and SR saw what was going on, and they helped out their buddies attacking from the other side, kind of catching HD in a pincer. So good awareness there by those elements. Arty, though, coming in, even in that fight out a bit. Now we have another fight going on. So A and V, after that cap, has decided to move in, and they are going to start putting some hurt on 2 USC here. Along with a canister shot is also going to put in some hurt. Yep, that'll be it. Trooper Jock, get out of there. So now CSA has done a good job here, positioning themselves to defend the point. Killer is vulnerable to arty fire, though. He's got to be careful. But he's going to hold here probably until they recap, get some tickets back. He's got some help on his left by 13 Georgia. Okay, so Knight has decided to do a flank here at the now exposed flank here in the woods. And he is going to catch AB sleeping. They weren't sleeping, they were putting fire down there, but he caught the flank though. There is another element up here. It is DB. I don't know if 8 Georgia has enough to take both elements out by themselves. They're going to try though. And they will run out of steam, but they will get... The 8 Georgia will run out of steam, but that was a hell of an attack against 2 units. So Killer's going to start pulling his men off a point. He knows they're exposed there. Going to leave just enough with 13 Georgia there to finish the cap. And we'll get them back up to battle ready. Here's 2 Corps going to try to sneak up on the remnants of 1st USS here in the corner. They will win that fight. So now, once more, the CSA, they don't have much left over here, but they've secured that side of the field. They have gotten tickets back now. That 28-20, they are at battle ready, and they are ahead of the Union now on tickets. So the Union still has a breach point here, but now this element's in a little bit more trouble because you no longer have those elements up here that were doing harassing fire on the arty, and they will be able to put down more aimed and more better timed shots. So Union in a bit of trouble right now. There's another arty shot coming in on them. I'm not sure how long they can hold this position. See that arty fire coming in. Alright, so the CSA still is in command of that far side that they felt was so important, but now they've been able to maneuver well enough to really not fully kick off the Union, but make this position far more vulnerable than it was earlier. So we have 4th New Jersey, who has moved up and is trying to retake this backside point here. I have a move by a CSA unit. What's going on over here? Alright, Credath, he's going to try to knock out the Union.
Corner, speaker, corner.
Using those pistols. Like a machine gun. Get that base of fire going. Both teams are now engaged. Alright, so that cab did not fully wipe the Union out. They still have a small element here, but they are pretty much combat ineffective now. Have a fight going on. Kind of a peak fight going on here between 2 Corps. 4th New Jersey, but 2 Corps got a better covered position here.
Yeah, just run to the NCO marker.
Yep, Togray gave him the heads up. Just get out of there. That was a good advice from Togray there. Alright, so let's see if the Union can try to turn this around a little bit. 25 minutes remaining. Both are at full engaged. Starting to get reinforcements in, but now here comes the CSA. Looks like they're going to do a concentrated counterattack to finally push the Union off of this bridgehead that they've had this whole game.
their chest, Zerk's aim for their chest.
Wait behind this house. Georgia.
Alright, so the CSA so far has not moved in. I'm not quite sure why. I think they have the weighted numbers, but they might not know it. But we do have an attack now going on here by 2 Corps against this flank element. This first USS. Alright, here it goes. Just as soon as I look away, that's when it happens. Jeez. Although they're not all going in. Only 2 Corps went in. HD is still just putting down a base of fire against the other Union elements over there.
No. They will cut us down.
And because, so the Union, by the skin of their teeth, 2 USC is still holding on to that little porch. What happened to that CSA element? It was a CSA element over here. I didn't see what happened to it. It might have fallen back. I believe that. Yep, there they are now. Alright, so with that, the Union here has been really attrited, and they're going to fall back and run this, what they had there. We do have a push going on now on the Union left side. Colonel Knight is putting down some fire. And we have a charge now by Jackin. He's going to come up against LFL. He's in a very strong L position here. That stone wall is an anchor. He will not have enough. She's going to get kind of melted away as he hits that wall. Alright, so CSA has basically taken out over that porch. That's gone now, and they've indeed even moved up.
Back to the rocks.
2 Corps.
Thank you.
And as far forward as this rock position now. CSA controls the entire field. 22 minutes remaining. CSA at engaged, about a third of the way down, maybe a quarter, and about a half morale state behind them on engaged. So I think the Union is going in piecemeal is going to be tough for them to win. Here comes... Well, actually, this is not a bad attack. Here comes Knight. He's going to catch DB here, while the rest of the CSA LFL there is a little bit out of position right now. So I was about to talk bad about Knight, but he corrected my ass. I said, no, I know what I'm doing, man. Shut the hell up. Nice little attack there by 8. He is going to be able to try to take the stone wall here. Get into a decent position here now to engage the CSA who's further down the line. Try to push up on him, but I don't think he has enough combat power. But he's opened up an avenue. Okay, HD is coming in to help. Here comes the cab to close it. I was going to say they opened up an avenue, and they almost did. They still might succeed. Here comes 20th. Ooh, good arty shot coming in. 20th is putting down a base of fire on that fence, but Parker is moving forward. He's trying to take the stone wall. Push up a little bit further. 10-5 is helping him out. Jumbo is also crossing. So now they are in a decent position. On the opposite side of this stone wall. Although the CSA is maneuvering as well. There is a small element out here. Let me just check who it is. So 4th New Jersey and 1st USS has put down some skirmish fire on this side to try to distract a few units. To now what is now the decisive fight here. So A and B tried to maneuver around them and kind of come up behind them. But he is now, Killer's now in a bit of a sandwich. He's about to get hit by Jackin. And Artie's not making it easy for him though. So 6AL will succeed and knock it back A and B. See, LFL is going to try to charge out the Union. Try to make sure they can hold on to this position. DB has also reorganized, and they're going to charge in as well. So now we're going to have a melee for this far south point. And it looks like, okay, 2 Corps came up as well to help, and that might have turned the tide. Don't get out of there, guys. I'm going to try to get the flags out. That's all you can do now. Right, so that attack by the Union failed, although now they have made up a substantial amount of tickets. You know, they were about almost a full half. Now they're about even, maybe a smidge below the CSA. So even though the attack failed to seize that point, they still, I think, made a good show of it and made some good progress. Here comes 8 Georgia, though, is going to try to sneak in from on behind. They had let off the charge, if you guys remember. They were the first ones in that created that initial breachhead for the Union, but this time it will not succeed. See what the Union does. Do they continue trying to take that point over there, or they try to do what they did last time? Take this side of their field. Yeah, very close match, very tough match. That cap, I think, definitely hurt them. Taking that cap early and losing it. Actually, I think drew off more attention than they needed to, because they were leaving a lot of, CSA was keeping a lot of units back there. Really allowing them to dictate the terms of this fight on this side, but once the cap happens, you had Killer come down with A and B. That kind of started it, and at the same time you had that attack against 8 Georgia kind of unhinged at defense, and it just slowly collapsed. So they made back. Good artichoke coming in, knocked down, killed one.
Go through the woods, which they are probably about to do, judging on how.
They are moving southwest towards the west.
Is there enemy in front of us? Is there enemy?
Alright, so now CSA is at taking losses. So between the Arty and the sharpshooters, with Ford New Curses with them too, they are whittling down the tickets. It looks like the Union is not going in all piecemeal. Got another screening element here. 2 USC doing its screening again with Sluggy. Kind of drawing some fire here and making sure main elements, if they choose to, are covered. And also keep some distraction going so it ties down. Keep some of the CSA elements tied down. But it looks like the Union has made their decision, and they are going to opt for the right side. They sent out a vanguard. It was 4th New Jersey has kind of come forward to draw some fire, try to get an advanced foothold. Imagine they're probably going to go with it. Let's see where they can go. At the very least, they've drawn a lot of fire. Yeah, he's going to go for this little shack here. Try to have at least an advanced, blah blah blah, advanced position. English, speak it. So in the vanguard, we got Jackie. Let's see who's opposing him. We got 2 Corps. Both elements of 2 Corps are the main elements opposing him. Also have, yep, it's all 2 Corps. 2 Corps is doing the defense on this side at the moment. Do have some help though. Further back and kind of reserve, you got AB. And then further down here, we got HD, who's also maneuvering now to give 2 Corps some aid. See if Zeo Panama could delay him enough for HD to get in position. Now, HD is the Cav. So far, good defense by Panama. Was able to hold it. Now HD is in position to aid him. Good hold there by Panama. He's still got more elements, though, coming at him. In fact, he's going to charge forward against 9th Corps here. He will win that fight. Alright, it wasn't just a single attack, though. We also have an attack going on here. So it's two-pronged. So Knight and Sluggy have decided to put pressure on this side as well at the same time. So Sluggy's going to charge in, but I don't think he has enough combat power here to knock out LFL. He's got that stone wall, and he's got DB with him. And he's got A and V is going to close that door right on him. Come up. Yep, and that is going to basically knock out this flanking attack by 8th Georgia. Now, they still have this semi-breach head they've established here. But it's going to be hard to hold, as you can see.
Standing right there.
I can hear you.
Northeast. All of that smoke. That's it.
CSA has been able to make up a bit of that differential. It's now getting close to breaking. CSA still has more than half. They hit breaking. 13 minutes, a little bit over left on the match. These guys are going to be taking a lot of fire over here. That will lead to loss of command and control as the leaders get knocked down.
Fall back.
So they're going to pile into this position here, but without any supporting position, it's a bit of a death trap. 6 Alabama's coming up, so Major Jack is going to try to make some maneuvers. He might try to open up some ground for them. It's a collection of units are over here.
Let me help.
Here comes Yakin. Or Jackin, he's likes to call. I don't know why I call him Yakin. I made him German for some reason. Corps still going to try to hold this defensive line. Panama did a good job last time. And they do it again. And he does it again. Another good hold by Panama. Alright, so now we got some maneuvers here by Parker. He's going to try to push up a bit.
Okay.
Some pressure on the center of this position. He is joined, so we got the entire NYV here.
Right after your loads, just right after your loads.
And looks like we have another attack also developing on that far side. Let's see who this is. 2 USC's going to try it again, but we got a maneuver here by Killer. He's going to try to shut the door on them again. Oh, they saw it. 2 USC's going to try to get out of there. Few of them made it. We got LFL holding down this corner. They've been doing it all game. Already making them pay for it. A well-timed already shot. Will that give Knight enough of an advantage? It might. Then Knight turned the corner, but Killer saw it though. He's going to charge in. A and B against Georgia here. And now both teams are on breaking. 10 minutes remaining. 2 USC is reorganizing. They're still holding down a position of fire on the flank there. As the Union is starting to move up a bit. And they have decided to go for the point. It is breaking. They are in a decent position for it. Can they win here? You gotta delay them though. You can't give your side to HD. You definitely can't. You gotta defend this side. Already coming in. Can they hold? Already coming in. Can they hold it?
Coming in.
Killer's coming in. Is it in time though? Did they do the rope-a-dope? They did! Nice win by the Union. Kind of drawing off the CSA to the flanks there. Had me fooled too. I thought it was like, oh, why are you positioning there? But position there so they could cap. Again, proving me an idiot. So, good maneuver there by the Union at the end, though. Stubborn defense by the CSA. I like the defense a lot. They're a little sluggish in the beginning. But very nice distractions there by the Union and positioned themselves to capitalize on that cap there as soon as they hit breaking. And the CSA was just out of position, was not able to respond effectively to it. So, great match. Loved it. Nicodemus is one of my favorite maps. Let's see what we have on the casualties to end this weekend. Hell of a freaking event to end it on. Alright, CSA, we got 692, Union 854, and they will win. Alright, well that's it. That's all I've got. Until next time, this is Coattail signing off.